Blazing the Scene.
Blazing the Scene. Welcome
Episode
back.
2.
Episode number 2.
We out here.
We out here.
Again.
I would have like a 2 pop up on the screen, but this is a very, very low budget podcast.
What do you mean low budget? This is my apartment. I gotta pay rent here. This is an expensive podcast.
I have
actually.
zero investment in the backdrop of this podcast.
I'll send you the bill later.
Yeah, so it is low budget.
What other podcast can you watch that's being filmed on top of a box of shotgun shells and
minute rice?
Instant white rice.
Low budget. But we're glad to have you guys back. Thank you for coming and checking us out again. Episode 2. It is April 11th, 2019. Thursday. It's been a good open mic.
That's been a fun week.
It's been a fun week. Running around hitting mics. Got to work on a lot of jokes that I've been wanting to work on.
Yep, same here. Kind of. My first.
What do you mean by kind of?
I tried a new joke and threw away a new joke. I was trying to try a new joke, and
hold on, you're losing me. Yeah, you're not putting.
It's obviously
emphasis
late tonight.
So what's your joke?
I have a joke. I'm about a quarter Native American. Just stomp that in there.
That's
but yeah, I got a joke about having dogs on the reservation.
Okay, about res dogs.
Yeah, the res dogs. Shout out to res dogs for sure.
I don't think they need a shout out. I think they're doing just fine.
They won't come to you if you shout out to them anyways.
But okay, so you're doing the res dog.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on a rework of it. I bailed on the rework of it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm working on a new beginning to that part of the joke.
Okay.
Try some new stuff.
All right, I dig it. So you kind of just left the backload how it was originally before you even attempted to advance it into the next thing, because that's what you like. You'll have a joke and your jokes are never finished.
Yeah, you're always trying something new.
Yeah, so it's like you may not always be consistently trying to build that one part of the joke up, but you're always like constantly thinking like, I need to improve that part of that joke, and it is just
there's always a weak spot in the joke,
and it might be working for now, but it's not like truly where your heart's not in that part. You're like, I know I can make this funnier, better, maybe longer or shorter, whatever the joke needs, but
sometimes
I still haven't done it. Now, you'll never finish a joke. Never finish a joke. I worked on my contacts joke a little bit more, a little joke update. I did 3 open mics yesterday, and that was since yesterday. I didn't do any today. I did 3 open mics yesterday, and that really helped me work on that joke.
You do the same joke all 3 mics?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I opened up with it because I was like, I really need to see where this joke is at.
How much did it change from first mic to last mic?
Well, the last mic I got pretty good laughs on it. Second mic, I flipped it way different, and I just tried like a different approach, and it didn't work out. And the first mic went all right. Where I needed it to get the laugh, to make sure that the joke is worth attempting, it did. So
it's good to hit 3 mics. You can try the same joke 3 times. You have more chances to get it right.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're never gonna get it like the first few times, first 5 times. It might take a few times, but trying to reword it.
It sucks going to a mic and trying a new joke and it just flopping.
Yeah.
But if you hit multiples in the night,
you get to find, you record your sets, and then you listen back, and you get to find where the weak points in the joke are, and that's like what's great is as long as you put in the work of recording and listening back, you can figure out these holes and make those
Record
3
every
mics.
set.
Yeah, record every set.
And listen to them too.
Yeah, and listen.
I have a backlog right now.
Yeah, it's hard. You will make yourself cringe. You will make yourself laugh
Every time.
But record your sets. Listen back. It's helped me grow as a comic by far. Especially when you say some off the cuff stuff.
Yeah.
That you never said before, and you're
Catch
so
those little,
you're so fortunate. You're
little
like
shooting stars.
because you're not gonna sit there and write it down during your set, so you got to come back and chime in on it. And it's like thank God when you listen back, like, thank God that was a good line. And then now the joke doesn't always write itself on paper. Sometimes it writes itself on stage.
Yeah.
Or rewrites itself on stage because maybe you're in a different mood that night. I don't know. You never know.
Maybe there's just something someone else said.
Yeah.
I've been making a habit lately of like kind of listening to other people's sets and trying to riff off something they said.
Oh, like a little challenge to yourself. Challenges are fun. Dustin challenged me one night to a open with my closer, which is a big comedy legend tip. Open with your closer proves that you're not shit. Get laughs after that, and I've done it like multiple times after that because I'm addicted. I love that feeling of opening with my closer because I know it's like an attention getter, and so it's
My
like
closer's a suicide joke. It's really hard to open with.
So he hasn't done it yet, But I
chickened out.
I challenge him. And he challenges me back, and that's good. It's fun, like a little competitive nature at mics that help. It's just little things that help us grow.
The favorite thing you ever did to me was right as I was about to go up on stage at Quail, you turned to me in all seriousness and said, "Hey, don't suck." And it was a really good set.
Yeah, I could tell he got nervous for a second, but he knew that if he sucked, he was gonna.
I was thinking about sucking, and
yeah,
thanks to him, I remembered not to suck.
Yeah, it's.
Where were you tonight? Where were you tonight? Where I was sucking?
Yeah.
No
like
one reminded
this.
me. Yeah, a reminder, Josh didn't go to Mike's today.
Yeah, I didn't. Every once in a while, you got to stay home and eat dinner with your family instead of be sitting.
Sometimes you have to eat dinner.
Yeah, sometimes eat dinner. That's a tough one. You could spend a little extra, too much time at home eating dinner. Next thing you know, you're number 18 on a list, but your stomach's full. But
I have no family. So I have plenty of time for mics.
Yeah.
When I miss, it's strictly out of selfishness.
Yeah, true. It's hard to miss a mic. I know you missed some this week.
I was moving into our new podcast studio.
Yeah, I just moved like 2 weeks ago, and I just did light mic nights, but I couldn't. I spent all day moving, and then I would still just go hit mics because I would be thinking about my jokes all day while moving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get more jokes in the process of moving.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny when you start moving, motherfuckers just come out of like the woodworks that you didn't even know were like your friends in the neighborhood. Yeah, to come talk. Yeah, like, oh man, it's gonna be sad to see you leave. And I'm like, bro, this is the first time we have ever talked. Who are you?
Oh, my neighbor told me I was her favorite neighbor because I was very quiet. I'm like, your favorite part about me was I didn't exist in your life.
Wait, is this the one that always asks for cigarettes?
Yeah, at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, 2 a.m. You just get
she told me the
police knock at the fucking door.
She told me probably the whitest thing ever the other day, that in order to potty train her dogs, she just peed on the puppy pad in her house.
Wow. That's...
So that they would know to go there.
I wish I wish you trained your dogs for you at your house.
I don't have dogs. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, shout out to losing your dog to a relationship.
Women always take the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, dog.
Moment of silence for all the guys who lost their dog.
Yeah.
Except not, because we need to keep this going.
Oh, it's a shitty thing when that happens. But man, I have 2 dogs, and it makes it like now that we moved to a house, it's so much easier with yards because I used to have to run them out on like a walk right before I'd have to go to a mic, and it was a lot of work.
It's okay. You won't have to do it much longer.
Yeah.
If you keep doing comedy like this, you'll be single soon.
Oh, thank God I'm funny.
Oh.
That's and I don't like, I get laughs, you know, I don't think I'm hilarious. I still got so much. That's like the best part about comedy is there's so much to learn and critique and fucking evolve.
Oh, even if I have a good set, I go home thinking about the little pieces I didn't get right.
Yeah, you get hung up on like
or that one dude that wasn't laughing. That one guy.
As long as he's not sitting there with his arms crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is a reoccurring thing. It's like, man, like they laughed at this joke, but I didn't even say I didn't even get that line in, or like, have you ever had where
stumbled on it?
Yeah, you still like you almost say like an incorrect word or something, but they still they're vibing off of what you said, and so it's like they'll still you'll get the laugh, but if you would have said it correctly, it would be such a bigger laugh. Yeah, that's a hard one too when you're not getting that.
That's bad when you go home with a laugh and still aren't satisfied with it.
Nitpick
the laugh.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all part of it though. Like the more you
gotta keep going.
You nitpick because you want to be better, and that's a good fucking attribute.
And then you have to remember they're all just jokes.
Yeah, they're all just jokes.
It's supposed to be dumb.
Yeah. They're all dumb. So like sometimes I can't believe people are laughing at this, you know. But
I can't believe I'm saying this.
Yeah,
things they say.
Yeah. What is your feeling about like how? Okay, you have a lot of jokes that are I don't know how you describe them, like they're fun.
They're fun. I party jokes.
Yeah, party jokes. There you go. Not like house party jokes, you know. Not like bouncy party jokes. Like party jokes. And you have like how often do you get people who come up to you and like ask you if something that you're telling? Because almost everything that comics get to project so much truth on stage that people don't believe that somebody would say that in a public setting. So like, how do you have like disbelievers that like come and question you on stuff?
Yeah, I've definitely had after a show or a spot somewhere, someone asks if a joke's true or not.
Yeah,
they're all pretty much true, at least mine, anyways. I usually stretch something. There's a lot of stretching in certain places just to get it to a funny place.
Absolutely,
because some of the material isn't a funny event.
Yeah, but it's a funny premise altogether. Yeah, it's
you gotta stretch a little if you want to turn a suicide joke into something funny.
Well, like, what's the number one like disbelief that like, or what's the number one thing people question you on? Like,
mainly growing up on the reservation.
Yeah, whether you're native or not.
Yeah, most people don't believe it.
The natives questioned if you're native or not.
I'm under a quarter, so I can't
question if you're native
technically
enough.
Be a tribal member, but I grew up on a reservation. I actually grew up on
You can tell by the hair and the facial hair. He's got the native mustache.
This is 2 months
Yeah.
of growing facial hair.
He just looks like he's been locked up from the
I have
sun.
to trim the patch right now.
He's now albino native.
Oh. So what about you? How much of your stuff's true? I'll just shorten that up.
Bro, I run off the. I have like two different ways to my jokes. One will be just some random thought, like a story, and then everything else is based off of true scenarios.
Your crowd work's really good.
Thank you.
Did it start out that good, or did you start out with material? Did you go up with material the first time, or did you just riff it out?
The first time I came up with material, and I practiced it like crazy.
Yeah.
So I knew my material, and I remember the first time I went up, I couldn't eat. I ate breakfast that day, and then I couldn't eat for the rest of the day. Nerves. The nerves were just like so built up.
It's crazy thinking how nervous that first mic was.
And then now cut to I don't know how many I've done a ton of mics, easily over 200 mics probably, and it's like. Now it's not as the nerves are gone. Yeah,
every once in a while you'll get a little something.
I get the adrenaline. I get the adrenaline when it's like when you have that like opportunity to see the crowd, and the crowd is just juiced up. Just every set is just it's going great. It's a great crowd. Their crowd is there because they want to be laughing, and then you come up and that adrenaline's like, I'm gonna rock this. I'm gonna rock this set, like.
Little lice or something.
Sorry guys, we had our very first technical difficulty.
We should reset that because I was still talking.
No, it was all good. We had a technical difficulty. Let me explain what happened. So I don't trust updates on my phone, and we have a very low budget setup hooked up off the phone into the mic, and my phone tried to update whilst recording, and so here we are catching you up. So I was talking about how I like that. I love, now I'm at the point where I get the adrenaline in the set, and no longer that fear of the stage. It's been long gone, and now
it's just fun now.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun now.
It's like when you go to the gym. It's like when you go to the gym for a long time. You eventually get into the groove of things, and it's just you enjoy it.
Exactly. Yeah. And so that's always been that's been a cool. It's been cool because I remember the first time it was how scary it is, but now people will congratulate you on having the balls to do it, but it's the fear goes away once you've done it enough,
Yeah. Now it's just. You're not afraid of going up there. You're afraid of not doing your material as good as you want to.
Yes, absolutely.
What you're afraid of changes.
Or when you're having a brain fart.
Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah. I had a few of those tonight.
Did you? Yeah. You just stare at the crowd and hope somebody reminds you where you were.
They never do.
Yeah.
It's never happened.
All right, so we're just gonna roll with that technical difficulty, that TD.
We got the light.
Yeah, that we got the light. We're gonna go ahead and conclude this podcast for the night.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. Let the people know where they can see you at social media shows this weekend.
You can find me at Dustin Cade on everything. I lucked out on that. Tomorrow I'll be at Toso's Bar and Grill for Bobby Johnson Mellow B Comedy Show, and next Thursday I'll be in Baghdad, Arizona, also with Mellow B Comedy. If any of our viewers are located in Baghdad, come by. I doubt it, but if you are there, and if you're there, I'll buy you a beer. And you've seen this I'll buy you like 5 beers. So that's a
All
long
right,
shot.
so Alcoholics in Phoenix, if you drive up to Baghdad, Dustin will buy you 5 beers.
I'm gonna need proof. I'm gonna need to see your driver's license
Because
for their address.
But if someone came to
It should
support,
be a Baghdad, Arizona address on their ID.
they have to be from Baghdad to redeem the 5 beers.
Just tell us where you're gonna be. How about that?
Sir, you need to be from Baghdad to redeem these 5 beers. I don't
I'm gonna
care
have
what the
them waiting.
podcast said.
I'm gonna have them waiting all night. If no one redeems
There's
them,
gonna be trunk beers.
for a ride home.
Yeah. This week, you can find me on Instagram at Joshua_H Comedy. Same on Twitter, Joshua Harrison on Facebook. And Friday, I am at Friday 5 at High Side, hosted by John Carden. Saturday, I'm at Off the Cuff with hosted by my boy Curtis Newingham. He with Key Lewis headlining. And then Sunday, I'm at Castaway Comedy, produced by Derek McFarlane, full weekend, so it should be fun.
Yeah. Busy shit.
All right.
Good job, man.
Yo, thank you guys for chiming in.
Good.
I really, if you are watching us right now, that means that we were able to figure out how to connect the 2 videos together.
If you're not watching this, we are. So good job, guys.
But yeah, thank you guys for chiming in. We'll be bumping out another podcast soon. No real particular dates. And pretty soon we're gonna start. We'll start dabbling with some guests on here once we get the flow of this. But
Get a format.
we love
Better
you
backdrop.
guys. Yeah, actual backdrop and shit. But we love you guys. Thank you for coming
Love you
out.
lots.
Yeah, just stay tuned. Share us, subscribe, like.
All the fun
Blazing
stuff.
the Scene podcast.
It's been good. Peace.